What's going on, everybody? Today I'm bringing you Ford Focus RS customization in Need for Speed Payback 2017, and right here we got a fresh Focus RS that is stock, and in the background there's already my off-road one that I've already made in this game. So yep, I'm definitely going to be running more than one and probably even 3 or more than that by the end of this game. But yeah, we have a fresh race spec because they have different classes in this game, and Need for Speed is definitely the game out there that I'd say that you could go most mad with customization. Like, it does not get better in customization than this game, and the fact that they have this car in the game, which I'm very thankful for, which is awesome, and it'll get a chance to prove to see like what the craziest build I can do on this. And I'm gonna do like probably like, you know, a dream type build, or like, you know, the best that I could possibly make this car. But obviously, you know, this is like this is a video game wise. I don't think I'd ever be able to achieve this in real life. It would be pretty awesome. So we're just gonna, like, you know, we're gonna go like video game style. We're not gonna really worry about the real life standards. So in the end, that might mean to some extent people might call it rice. You know, we're gonna start out, they have new wide body fenders because these were the last ones in the last game, which are they really look just like they're rendered on, which they are, although these ones look better because you can see the bolts and everything like that. Then let's add it onto the rear, that way it doesn't look too funny. So yeah, even that doesn't actually look as bad as I thought it did. I thought it might be ricing it too much, but in fact it actually gives it a way more of a rally look. Front bumpers, I don't even know what the heck this is or why it's added. Honestly, this makes it look way more of a casual Focus, and it just, no, I'm sorry. Like, I appreciate Need for Speed always going over the top with extra customization options, but no. And I actually like the little lower lights down there, and this next one gets rid of those, so that's why I'm not going to do it. Splitters, though, we can have fun here. We have some massive extended ones out, but I definitely want to have these at the end with the little supports. Now, what you could realistically do in real life is probably customize the lower lights down here to tint them yellow or something like that, but you can't do it in this game. However, you can tint the headlights, and one thing I've noticed about headlight customization is that it's not really headlight customization. It's more like just tinting your headlights, and maybe other cars have different customization options, but so far I've found most of these are just tinting. But I definitely would want it. I'd want headlight dark tint if I could go for a dream build, because I think, yeah, look how much more aggressive it looks compared to before. Now, as far as hoods go, we got carbon hoods and this big thing. I don't really know what this is, but definitely hoods like this exist. I've seen on many RS builds out there, and I definitely want to do it because it makes it seem like your car is more of a built project. Like, whatever RS usually runs these hoods, you know that there's something going on under the hood itself. So, I mean, we're not going to be able to do that much performance customization just because I'm going to have to drive this thing more to unlock it, and that's how this game works. But once then, we'll definitely get some engine mods out there. That way this isn't a full just rice vehicle out. But so far this thing is looking really aggressive. The whole front end just looks mental so far. Let's continue on with the diffuser. Okay, we have that crazy thing, another one like it. These are all fairly the same, they look like. I'd say this one because it keeps the other diffuser that we had going there. And exhaust, holy crap. Okay, I see you. Okay, the dual is a bit much and too unrealistic for me. That's also these are the closest to the army tricks that I run, and honestly I'd probably just stick with that because, you know, on my dream build I would have army tricks exhaust. So in a way I guess I'm slowly, like, I'm 1% there to it currently right now in my actual build. But all this does is just get that little tiny portion black right there, if you could see that, which I guess why not. License plate, let's put a Speed Hunters thing with the blue, kind of to match the little secondary blue logos around the car. I wouldn't put my actual number, but I'll just put Ultra there because that's like the most generic thing I could think of that kind of fits me. We'll go with that because once you see what I'm going to do with the color, that will make sense, which you guys probably have already seen by the thumbnail. And then the spoiler, which is a bit odd because I'm not exactly sure how I'd want this. You have this thing at the end, which immediately Jake Paulers or just people that happen to know of his build would immediately think of his rainbow. And I'm not about that because this thing is just, it's mental, it's crazy, and it's cool in the slightest way, but it is just not for me whatsoever. And these are highly rally wings, but honestly, I'd have to leave the main one. If anything, I'd have like a little lip extension to the top spoiler back there, or just extend the height of it because I know those exist, but this game doesn't exactly have that, and this is a bit too weird in my opinion. We could tint those dark as well, because dark tinted lights just make everything look so much more mean and cruel. Windows. I will gladly tint my windows on a dream build. And we don't have mirrors, but I don't think I'd go as far to mirrors on the build because I think that's just a bit over the top and not really needed. Canards, I wouldn't even want canards either. Pretty much the things that I don't have unlocked yet are things that I wouldn't even want anyway. So we're still good. We're still good. Now, I mean, okay, calipers is maybe one thing, but, you know, I haven't gotten the chance to drift 2-star ratings yet. So to change wheels, and this is something I haven't really thought about if I were to do a crazy monster quote stance or quote whatever you want to call it build on this car. I'm not sure what my wheel choice would be, but I guess we'll have to find out now. A lot of this stuff looks good, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are just getting good ideas as I go through. But really what I think looked really good was probably back here the rotiform wheels that I saw, which rotiform does really high quality wheels either way. So either way you're getting something good. But yeah, I feel like these look really nice and clean on the RS so far. I really wanted to do tires, so let me see how these look. And we'll go singular, so I'll choose the Falcon. But yeah, I feel like double is just a bit too much. Singular, you could keep the rim at least decently large without it looking like too cramped in there. Yeah, I think that looks good now. I'll work on the wrap, and we'll see how the stance tuning turns out. But let's just do this to the other side real quick. And we could do brake discs, because why not? But immediately, this looks insane. Holy cow. And we haven't even gotten to the overall color and the stance of it that I want. So I'm going to do the paint and wrap next because I know you guys definitely want to see this lowered. It's just hard to bear with that much gap because, you know, I mean, depending on your opinion on stance, but I definitely want to see it a bit lower than that. But I want to save the best for last. So I'm going to actually keep it simple. So everyone would think, oh, I'd go white because that's the color. But I'd want to go red just because that's always been my theme and that's kind of grown on me as one of my favorite colors. Red is definitely a color that does not stand out on many RSs out there because it's not one of the primary colors that comes with the car, so you'll never see red RSs except for recently now because the limited editions and all that are coming out. But besides that, yeah, it's kind of a unicorn color on this car so far. And I'd go satin. Oh my god, the paint is so detailed. You could just change how shiny pretty much it is with the metallic and everything. We don't want this looking too chrome. I don't want it looking like a chrome wrap, more of a satin wrap. And there you go. Holy cow. That is definitely... Oh my gosh, this thing looks amazing. Get a nice window banner going. White stands out too much. Gray will be good, and then whatever I put on it can be black. Let's see. What do I want the primary window decal to be? Honestly, I think right now I'd go with Falcon just to rep the tires because I'm running the Falcon tires and, you know, the writing and all that. It makes sense. Because usually I'd put Toyo on here if I were supposedly running those, but obviously that wouldn't make sense now. And then on the back, let's just put on Hoonigan because why not? Hoonigan. Yeah, I don't believe they actually have the actual logo, but what's funny enough is that if you just type it out in all caps like that, look, it practically looks like the real thing, so... That's perfect. So I'll save those changes. God, this is such a nice build. I just can't stop staring at it. Okay, now that I've actually painted it, I might rework how I wanted the wheels. Let me see. Yeah, okay. I think that's actually... Yeah, that's looking better. I mean, in terms of just how I'm envisioning it, I feel like having the secondary rim paint job be chrome instead of the other silver just kind of brings it out more. Makes it look more... fresh. Okay, yeah, that kind of sparkles it up more. Holy cow. Okay. I'll probably size it down 1 just because normally I always think go big or go home when it comes to rims, but actually these might be a bit too big, to be honest. Yeah, it looks a lot more tamed when they're more of a normal realistic size. All right, so stance tuning, here we go. So let's see. Okay, yep, that's way better. I'm just gonna fully go lowered. And then camber, no. I think it already gets camber from being lowered, and what I want is just nice fitment, not exactly crazy stance for a build like this. Woo, there you have it, And in my opinion, it looks beautiful. it looks absolutely beautiful. And what you see here is definitely probably the best version that you see it. That's one thing I've realized while playing this game. I mean, you know, it's kind of a sad truth, but when you do go outside, I feel like the cars just don't look as good as they are presented inside the garage and everything. But holy crap, if this were possible, I mean, it'd be a lot of work. You'd have to do the wrap. You'd have to get the fenders, which would be the hardest thing, I'd say. The wheels, I mean, those are expensive, rotiform wheels piece. And then all the other little body modifications such as splitters, side skirts, hood, tinting, all that. So it'd be a lot of work. And then, you know, we'd have to do at least a couple things to the engine that way, because right now this is still technically a fully stock vehicle in terms of the actual engine modifications. That's why we gotta go do some races and get some stuff unlocked in this car. But let's go check it out outside first of all. All right, we got morning. And it almost looks, it kind of looks purple. Oh, here we go, out into the light. Yeah, I'm glad I made the wheels a bit smaller, because if they were just a bit bigger before, it'd be, I don't know. But holy cow, it's everything I thought it'd be. And it's amazing how, like, this literally has a lot of key pieces. It has almost everything I could ever imagine in coming up with a dream build. That's just how crazy Need for Speed customization is. Like, if you think about it, you'll have it. But we just need the sun out, and we need to get some photos and stuff. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd say the chrome on the wheels kind of gives it a bit of a pimp look, and that's kind of just objective to certain people. But like at this angle, I'd say it looks better. It's just I prefer it over the silver. And listening to it, I feel like Forza 7 did this, and I don't know about Need for Speed, and, you know, you guys could just say what you want, but the games kind of give it a Honda Civic type sound, if you ask me. Bit more of a ricey sound than what it actually sounds like. Like, definitely, I mean, I drive my car every day, and I think it sounds great. I never think it sounds like that Civic engine or anything, but I feel like in the video games, they give it more of an import sound for some reason. I don't know why, but they don't give it the exact sound that it has. But either way, it sounds alright. But yeah, here is the build with everything I ever wanted on it. And it's amazing how, yeah, you could go, I'd call this more of a stance build for sure, and way more as a show car. But you can also literally customize this to be a rally car like my last one was. And it really shows you the in-depth customization of the Focus RS. It's just a random car. Like, if I'll be honest, this isn't much of a big deal of a vehicle for the whole game of Need for Speed. I'm sure the Nissan GTR, the Aventador, and like 240s and stuff, that's where they have to go in and make sure they know what they're doing with the car. This is just kind of like, you know, oh, they'll just plop that in there. That's why I was surprised that's in there. But the fact that they go really in depth like that is truly impressive. But yeah, hopefully you guys liked the video, and this will be JackUltraMotive signing off.